Bienvenidos. Soy la Bruja Espinada and I am here for a very special reason. I was not going to do another reading after the full moon reading, but I was called to do a special reading today. I typically like to meditate over the readings that I do for you guys that are the special readings, and for the full moon readings, I don't like to do live readings because I like to meditate and make sure that the message that I'm getting to you is well thought out. Like, I've received everything, and everything that I'm telling you guys is indeed flowing together. A well received message should be well delivered. At least that's what I believe. But I was just called to do one. Today's Dia de los Angelitos, which is Day of the Little Angels, which is the celebration of the lives of the young infants, babies, children that have been departed from this world. Tomorrow is Dia de los Muertos. So this reading I'm going to be doing for you guys is an ancestral reading. So I'm going to ask 3 different questions. So I'm going to be using 3 different decks for each question. I'm going to be pulling or shuffling out a card from the Divine Feminine, one from the Animal Spirit Oracle, and one from a new deck that I got, which is the Mother Mary Oracle. So let's get started. For the very first question, I will go ahead and go with the Animal Spirit Guide. And the question is, as the veil thins between these worlds, this is being unveiled by your ancestors. What is being unveiled at this time? What is being unveiled at this time? For the Watchers, what is being unveiled? Ooh. That's quite a bit. Let's try to limit it down. What's being unveiled for the Watchers? Let's go with these. 3. Ooh. So what came out is the White Raven, the Sandpiper, and the Otter Spirit. So let's go with the White Raven. What the White Raven has to say is, I'll make sure I keep this all under 15 minutes. Trust in the magic. That is the message from the White Raven. Coincidences have meaning, and the White Raven spirit appears to remind you to pay attention to these synchronicities so that you might recognize patterns. Even the winds dance in a pattern, participating in the magic of Spirit's plan for all. Align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that the White Raven is guiding you, an ally to you and a messenger from Spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in the ways the eye cannot always see and the mind cannot always comprehend. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now, drawing you to the light and bringing you to the magic and the miracles that are your birthright. Pay attention to how things come together as if by magic, and you will see that the hand of the Great Spirit arranging things in your favor. The protection message that it comes with is, are you being distracted by the illusion of a chaotic universe? Deep in your heart, you know the world is full of magic, and the White Raven has appeared to remind you that the ways of the world can cause spiritual amnesia. Stay awake and alert, for Spirit wants you to enjoy the miracles all around you. Remember, the evidence of divine order can be seen everywhere. Ask for a sign, and it shall be yours. Synchronicities happen all the time, so if you are in a time of challenge and feeling cynical, all you need to do is ask for a reminder. White Raven will appear to reassure you that all of this is leading to something better, for magic is in the wind. The Sandpiper Sandpiper. Be playful. Sandpipers are like cute little clowns, poking their beaks into the sand before darting off to chase the waves. The appearance of the Sandpiper spirit is a sign that now is the time to engage in your playfulness. Whatever tasks you have before you, perform them with a lightness of being. Explore the familiar, discovering the new in the old. Who knows what treasures await you when you let yourself laugh and have fun? Sandpiper's spirits, happy and curious nature can help you to feel rejuvenated as you remember your ability to run and fly and dance playfully. The protection message that it comes with is, when your heart is heavy and life seems to weigh you down, Sandpiper's message is to lighten your burden by finding joy and humor in the everyday. Become like a playful child, filled with curiosity and wonder, and soon you will find you feel your own spirit lift. A few minutes or hours of fun-filled delight is exactly what you need right now. Enjoy the ridiculousness of life and be willing to jump in. Let your inner goof out to express itself with abandon. And lastly, message from Otter Spirit. You are never alone. Like true friends, otters nurture each other and express their affection through touch. Actions such as holding hands and giving hugs offer reassurance that we are never really alone and that we are always cherished. Otter Spirit has appeared to remind you to experience and express friendship in a tangible and even tactile way. Communicate with your voice, your facial expressions, your gestures, and your actions, letting your love express itself beyond just the words you speak. Otter Spirit's message is that the presence matters, so remember to be fully present with those you care about, helping them sense the love and affection and appreciation you have for them. Now is the time for a joyful celebration of the love in your life that expresses as friendship and companionship. Hug someone, touch their arm, or simply look into their eyes with your full attention, saying, I care, you matter. Make time for friendship. Otter Spirits promises that the moment you reach out, you will remember that you too have many who love and care about you. You are never alone, and you are always loved. The protection message is, have you been channeling all your affection to just one person or counting on only one friend or individual to hold you up, heedless of your resources all around you? You deserve support and love from many people, and when Otter Spirit arrives, you are reminded that you have a community. Somewhere is another friend who wants to experience the joy of giving to you and seeing your happiness as you receive their gift of attention, affection, and kindness. Otter Spirit wants you to open your eyes to see the love that is available to you from all directions. Reach out to someone and you will see that they want to hold your hand as much as you want to hold theirs. Love, support, and friendship are available to you, so connect with community and with friends. Now, the next is advice from the ancestors. I will be pulling from the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, what advice do you have for our watchers? What advice do our ancestors have for our watchers? Ooh, what advice do our ancestors have? Do the ancestors have for the watchers? What advice do the ancestors have for the watchers? What advice do the ancestors have for the watchers? What advice do the ancestors have for the watchers? I actually have three. It is Kali, Sekhmet, and Isis. Let's see. From Kali, she is the mother of the universe. And she says, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. So it says, when your soul selects this card, she's as subtle as a sledgehammer. She shows up to strip us of what no longer serves us. And that sounds good in theory, but in practice, it can feel as if the ground beneath us has turned into sand. All those illusions about ourselves, especially what we think we are capable of, suddenly dissolve beneath us. When Kali sweeps in, we can easily slip into feeling like a victim. It can feel as though events are happening to us rather than for us. Kali doesn't want us to waste another precious second being someone we are not. She doesn't want us to be with a partner who doesn't treat us with respect and love we need to do the light work we've come here to do. She wants to sever the ties to our ego that has made out of fear or out of a false sense of belief that we don't deserve better or more. She wants us to get terrifyingly real. She wants us to reckon with the fact that we are not here to please others or to make them proud. We are here to listen to the singular call of our own soul. She's giving us the opportunity to choose again, to start over, and this time from a place of tremendous wisdom and strength, our vulnerability. She lets us begin again from the bare bones of who we are. Next, let's go with Sekhmet. She is known as the Red Lady. And she says, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. When your soul selects her card, holy rage, sacred anger, and positive aggression, these states of being are crucial aspects of the divine feminine. It's the female power that ends wars, that brings home missing children, and seeks justice for the earth and for those who can't defend themselves. The feminine has for too long been disassociated from rage and anger. If we can't embody the fiery emotion of anger, it often festers and expresses itself in subversive, manipulative ways, or it leaves us feeling anxious and frustrated. Positive aggression, acting with love on behalf of what breaks our heart or enrages us, is what allows us to become agents of change to better our lives and the world around us. Sekhmet wants us to come face to face with a true strength. Power doesn't come from passive-aggressive behaviors. We don't have to fear expressing our anger directly to an institution or a person who is acting unjustly. Sekhmet wants us to see that anger is an essential emotion. She is a sacred call to move that anger from pure emotion into conscious action. She wants us to act with conviction and from love. She wants us to create the healthy boundaries we need so that we aren't injured again and again, or so that we can free ourselves from a destructive pattern. It's time to end. We have a divine right to draw a sacred circle around us at all times. The protection we invoke for ourselves and others helps us to move from feeling helpless to taking loving action. Lastly, we have Isis. Isis is the goddess of magic, and she states, sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Her message: when your soul selects her card, the sexual energy that creates life can also be used to sustain it. It's significant that Isis brings Osiris back to life by making love to him. The metaphor is that by uniting life and death, body and soul, masculine and feminine, and heaven and earth, a rebirth or a resurrection occurs. The sexual energy that sex inspires exists within each of us all the time, latent and waiting to be utilized to create more life. Isis is a call for us to allow our sexuality to infuse and enhance all that we say and do. She is a sacred reminder that sex is holy and what makes it holy isn't marriage or a certain combination of male and female or masculine and feminine. Sex is made sacred through presence, through our capacity to become fully embodied. Now, lastly, what is the blessing from the ancestors? And I'll be using the Mother Mary Oracle. What blessings does the ancestors have for our watchers? What blessings do the ancestors have for our watchers? What blessings do the ancestors have for watchers? Oh, I don't think I'll make the 15-minute mark. It's kind of sad. Let's see. There we go. Our Lady of Charity. Our Lady of Charity. Lady of Charity. I call upon my strongest children to aid those in need. I will empower your purpose and act through you. My powers are vast enough to keep you safe and protected, no matter where you may be. Fear not and maintain your focus on me. I shall guide you, my beloved. Wow, that's a lot of information. It says here, when the time comes for us to leave those situations behind, we might also be ready to move into new situations that are more supportive of us, which we can consider a thank you gift from Our Lady of Charity. She does not only ask her children to provide charity according to their capacity, but also dispenses it freely upon those who pray to her. Our Lady of Charity provides a special protection to those who seek to serve others. She is a graceful protector and a powerful divine channel for miracles. It is said in the stories of Our Lady of Charity that 3 men in a boat became trapped in a violent storm and prayed to the Divine Mother Mary for help. The sky suddenly cleared and became golden and peaceful, and upon the sea a small statue of Mother Mary was found, miraculously remaining dry, even through floating on the ocean. This mystical power is also helpful for those of us who want to see the truth that has been hiding behind an illusion. It might be the lies or deceptions of another or a corporation that we want to have unveiled so that healing can occur. In this case, we pray to Our Lady of Charity for her assistance, as her power is far greater than any illusion or deception. Perhaps we are craving the spiritual truth in a situation that doesn't sit well with us, that feels hidden. Or perhaps we want to see the reality of a situation instead of viewing it through the eyes of our own ego. The Divine Mother, who remains dry in the ocean of illusion, can help us see beyond the surface of a situation and understand its purpose, and to empower others to do the same. In this, Our Lady of Charity leads us towards enlightenment so that we can help the human race live more lovingly upon the earth, with reverence and respect. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and may your ancestors guide you to